Hi guys, let's discuss computer-based accounting. Nowadays, we can use software packages in bookkeeping process. Let's discuss the advantages of using software package to keep account records. The advantages of using software package in the process of bookkeeping. First advantage is we can handle numerous transactions easily without any confusion, which reduce the bulk of papers and books we are using in the account preparation process. And flexibility is higher. We can easily edit our data and create charts, graphs with one click. Accuracy is also higher. Software itself automatically calculates profit or loss, financial position, and other values we need in analysis. When you are doing your calculations manually, there is a higher possibility of miscalculations. Therefore, software itself is your account preparation process by doing calculations automatically. There are accounting packages such as Tally, Sage, MyOB, and Quickbook. Today, we are discussing fundamentals of Quickbook. Before running transaction, you need to know how to enter opening balances. Therefore, today I am going to discuss how to enter opening balances and how to create a new company in this lesson. Here I'll again discuss the limitation of accounting packages. When it's come to the accounting package, you have to purchase it, which means you have to pay the subscription fees and the service they are giving you, because when it's come to the online transaction process, we can do our transaction online by using softwares, by using accounting packages. Another thing is we need the computer to run this transaction, to run our softwares. And other things is maintenance. When it's come to the maintenance, you have to think about how to protect your data, because there is somewhere, because data can be compromised. Therefore, you need a good security system and you have to pay for the security system. Next one is cost of training. When it's come to the accounting process, most of people are familiar with the manual bookkeeping, not the computer-based accounting. Therefore, we need some time, organization needs some time to train their employees. When it's come to the employees, they used to use traditional method, not the computer programs. Next one is health issues. There can be some health issues. Okay guys, now let's open the Quickbook software in your desktop. When opening Quickbook, you can see this type of dialog box. Here you can see they have provided different options. First one, here you can create a new company and open or restore an existing company. And next, you can open a sample file. If you are new to the software, you can open this sample file and learn Quickbook. Now here, when you are opening Quickbook, you can see this type of interface. Actually, here you can see a table which consists company name, last modified date, and file size. To restore a company that you have previously worked, what you need to do, select the company by its name and click open. When it's come to the down below, you can see 3 sections here, and this first section about creating a new company. By clicking this navigation center, you can create a new company. Secondly, you can open or restore an existing company. Thirdly, you can open a sample company. If you are new to the Quickbook, then you can open sample file and learn Quickbook. Here, I'll go with the process of creating a new company, opening a new company. Then I'll click this. Then you can see this type of dialog box will be appeared here. Here you can see two tabs. First one is Start Setup, next one Other option. First of all, I'll tell you how to open a company quickly. When it's come to the Quickbook, there are two methods of opening a company. Therefore, you can use any of the method to create your own business, which means customize your business in Quickbook. Here I'll go with the first option, Start Setup. Click this tab and now you can see this type of window. And here what you need to do, you must enter your business name first. Now enter your business name. And secondly, you have to enter the industry that you are operating in. When it's come to the industry, you might have some confusion regarding the industry where you are operating in. Therefore, you can go to the corner of this box and see the Help Me Choose button and click it. Now you can see the list of industries available in this software. Here I'll go with the general product-based business and click this one. Click OK. Next, business type. When you are learning business studies, you might have heard about different business types. Here I am going with the first one, sole proprietorship. And I'll select my business type as sole proprietorship. And next one, employee identification number. If you got EIN number, you can enter it here. Next, enter your business address and city, state, zip code, country. Now, by looking at the countries, my country is not available in this list. Therefore, I'll go with other. And next, phone number. You can enter your phone number and go to the create company. Now you can see Quickbook is creating your own company. Now you have entered company details into the Quickbook. Now you can see Quickbook is creating your own company. Now you can see the Quickbook home page. Okay. Now here you can see home page and inside. Inside is the place where you can see performance of your business. And here click home page and you can see different navigation center. Now when it's come to the first navigation center here, you can see its name is Enter Bills. If you are new to the Quickbook, sometimes you don't know the meaning of this. Actually, Quickbook is helping you to understand each navigation center. What you need to do is, you must take your cursor close to the particular navigation center, then it will display the detailed introduction about particular navigation center. Then enter bills means enter outstanding bills from vendors. Then here you can understand why we are using particular navigation center. And when it's come to the pay bills, pay outstanding bills, you have already entered into Quickbook. Here you can see after you have entered your bills, then next task you have to do is pay bills. And next one, when it's come to the second module, second box here, you can see, firstly, if you want, then you can create new estimate, which means sales code here. proposal, bids here. And then you have to create invoice. Create invoice means bill your customer and receive the payment later. You are creating invoice, which means you are billing to your customer and you are receiving the payment later. When you have received the payment from your customers, then you can go to this navigation center and enter particular detail. Here you can click particular navigation center and do the customer payment, which means complete the customer payment. Next, you can create sales receipt here, which means bill your customer and receive the payment at the same time. When it comes to the sales activity, there are two types of sale, cash on hand and credit sale. When it comes to the credit sale, we are going through this process, which means firstly we are creating invoice and secondly we are receiving payment. Sometimes we are doing our sales cash on hand method. When we are selling items on cash on hand, then we can create sales receipt. Here you can open the particular navigation center and record your sales receipt. Next item is record deposit. Then after you receive payment, you can record it in the bank, which means you can deposit it in the bank. Now here's the navigation center. It is easy to understand what you need to do. Take your cursor close to particular navigation center and read it. If you have some knowledge about accounting, this is very easy to understand. Another thing is when I am running transaction, when I am discussing transaction, then I'll tell you how to work with this navigation center. As I told you before, when it's come to the Quickbook, there are two methods of opening a company. Now I discuss the first method of opening a company. It is very easy. You don't need to enter much detail into the Quickbook. Another thing is it is a one-step process. And actually, there was a one application that you had to fill. When it's come to the next method, it is somewhat tedious method because we have to go through the different stages of interview. Now here, when it's come to the top of your screen, you can see the name of your company. Here you can see the name of your company. And under the name of your company, you can see different tabs are available here. Now I am going to use the first tab, which means File tab, and click File tab and go to the first option, New Company, which means I am going to create a new company again. Now click New Company. Here the same dialog box will be appeared. Now here, if you remember this one, previously I go through the Start Setup, which means previously I click this button, Start Setup button. Now I go to the other option button and click this down arrow. Then you can see the fourth one, which means final option that has given here, which means Advanced Setup. Now click this one, Advanced Setup. Now you can see the easy step interview process. Now here you can see again I am going to enter a company name here, then legal name of my company, and then you can enter your tax ID, street address, city, country, and here I'll go with other, phone number, and click next. And next option is you can select the industry that you are operating in. Here I'll go with the general product-based business and click next. Next, it is asking about your company, what type of company you have. Here I have sole proprietorship, which means business with one owner. And I'm going to click this one and click next. Next, Quickbook is asking about your fiscal year. Select the first month of your fiscal year. Now I am selecting the first month of my fiscal year. Fiscal year is starting on 1st of April to 31st March. Therefore, I am selecting 1st of April. It depends on the company, it depends on the country that you are working in. In some companies, they are starting their financial year from January onwards. But in some countries, in some companies, they are using April. And go to the next. Here you can protect your data, your company details in Quickbook. In order to do that, here you can create your own password, which means administrator password. Sometimes you might not have enough knowledge about the Quickbook, then what you need to do is there are introduction that Quickbook is always helping you by providing you introduction. Then what you need to do, just read the introduction and understand what it is for. And then click next. Then create your company file. Now I am going to save my company in my desktop. Now you can see I am creating new company file. You have to wait few minutes for it. Now you can see your company interface, but now you have entered all the basic details related to your company. Now you need to just suppose that you need to customize your company in Quickbook. Here onwards, we are going to customize our company according to the business needs. Now click next. Again, Quickbook is asking question from you. First one, what do you sell? Services only, products only. I'll go with the second option, products only, and click next. Do you charge sales tax? Yes. Do you want to create estimates in Quickbook? Yes. Which means here you can create quotes, bids, and proposals. And click next. Do you want to use billing statement in Quickbook? Yes. And next, do you want to use progress invoicing? Yes. And you can click any option from here as your preferences, as your business need. Then I'll click yes. Next one, do you want to keep track of bills you owe? Yes. Do you want to track inventory in Quickbook? Yes. Do you want to track time in Quickbook? Yes. Do you have employees? Since my organization, my business is sole proprietorship, I'm selecting as no. And beginning of this fiscal year, select the date to start tracking your finances. Beginning of this fiscal year, use today's date or the first day of the quarter or month. Actually, I'll go with the first one, beginning of this fiscal year, and click next. Quickbook is providing you account list. By looking at this account, you can tick the account you want. You can untick the account that you don't want, and you can tick the account that you want to add to your chart of account. Then click next and go to setup. Start working. Now here you can see the customize Quickbook interface according to your preferences. Now, first of all, to start our business activities, we can't run transaction without any data. Therefore, first of all, we are going to enter opening balances. First of all, we are going to create our company by entering opening balance. Today we discuss about opening a company and how to create a company in Quickbook. In my next video, I hope to discuss about entering opening balances. Thank you for watching this video.